The Ten Hag era begins, Arsenal firmly bounce back in the Premier League, and Chelsea face another low moment under Graham Potter. This is Curiously Sport and our wrap up of the Premier League weekend.
Well, for starters, congratulations to Manchester United for winning the Carabao Cup. How good must that feel for the fans and for Erik Ten Hag? They beat Newcastle to the punch after scoring 2 goals in the first half, and that really set the tone for the rest of the match. Chelsea lost yet again, and this time was to their bitter rivals, Tottenham. And that's 2 wins in 18 for Graham Potter, and it's their worst run in over 10 years. Listen, I must say it's not looking good. Leeds took an all-important win over Southampton to leapfrog out of the relegation zone. West Ham scored 4 goals against Nottingham Forest. Lord knows where that came from. And Arsenal took charge of their destiny at the top of the table with a 1-0 win against Leicester.
So what does it all mean? Arsenal stay top by 2 points after their win at Leicester. City definitely kept the pace with a dominant win at Bournemouth on Saturday evening. Nothing much radically changed in the relegation battle, but Spurs' big win over London rivals Chelsea keeps them firmly cemented in that top 4, whilst Newcastle were playing at Wembley later in the same day.
Considering this is their first trophy since 2017, I have to go with Man United's win over Newcastle. And don't get me wrong, the performance was great. It was a good performance. However, Erik Ten Hag's dance moves were even better. How often do you see a Manchester United manager dancing with his players during celebrations? I mean, it was absolute class. Honourable mentions go out to West Ham for scoring 4 goals and 2 with Danny Ings. I mean, Lord knows where that came from.
The worst has to be Graham Potter. His team is showing no signs of progression and he looks like a man at lost for ideas in the Chelsea dugout. We can use the context of injuries, some woeful finishing and a massively bloated squad, but every passing week now seems to strengthen the argument that he looks out of his depth in the Chelsea job.
Despite losing to Tottenham for the first time in 8 matches, Graham Potter seems to think that his team gave it everything. He says, "I thought the players gave it everything, no complaints from how they were. It's just that the goal changes the complexion of the game and that made it difficult for us." Piers Morgan thought that Erik Ten Hag's dance routine was embarrassing. Sharing the clip, he tweeted, "Can't believe I'm watching a Man United manager and players dancing with joy after winning the Carabao Cup. So embarrassing. I mean, come on. Just let them celebrate in peace."
So we've got 2 midweek games coming up with Liverpool facing Wolves and Everton facing Arsenal, but next weekend a mouth-watering clash as a wounded Newcastle side coming off the back of a few difficult weeks travel to Manchester City, who look to keep pace with Arsenal in the Premier League title race. So those are our thoughts on the Premier League weekend. Let us know yours in the comments below.